friend and I went down to Foursquare in Edinburgh, who are a charity who support homeless people or those at risk of becoming homeless. They provide accommodation and support, and they sell second-hand furniture. So after a bit of a search, we found these really great bedside cabinets, and I picked them up for £10 each, which is a steal. So they're really solid wood, chipped a bit, damaged paint, just in need of a bit of TLC. I'm very pleased with them. So I'll take the handles off and we'll come back to them, I think. You can see they've got solid wood on the bottom of the drawers. There's dovetail joints. I'm going to just sand down the paint. The paint was really thick. So the idea is to get as much of it off as possible. I was thinking originally take all the paint off, but it just proved to be impossible. So sand it down with a coarse paper and then follow that up with a fine sandpaper to get rid of the sanding marks. You would not believe how many sanding pads I went through. Really thick paint. But you know, it shows its quality. As you can see, it was not all going to come off. Taking the screws out the drawers, they were quite solidly in there. And this is going over the drawers with the fine sandpaper. Just getting rid of all the dust, making sure that there's nothing there that's going to stop the paint sticking to them. Basically just going to treat the old paint as an undercoat. Now wiping down with a wet cloth, make sure that there's nothing left. So the paint, this is my preferred method of mixing paint, which is to use the dough hook on my electric mixer. It says olive on the tin, but it's not. It's a much nicer colour. This is my daughter helping out with the paint. Well done, nice job. I love this colour. It's so nice. It's going on really well, good coverage. I'm going to be producing a lot more videos like this. If you want to follow me. This is the second coat going on. It was a really hot sunny day. It was drying really fast. Looks so good already. It is amazing what a lick of paint will do. So the handles. The blue ones, I like them, but no. Now these are just handles that I have in the house, but those are the old ones, they're boring. Crystal ones, they're nice, but not on this. It's not right. Those are too close in colour. Those are pretty, but not right. Oh, those are nice. They've got little blue lines that are the same colour as the paint. But those are even nicer. So I went back and forward a lot with these handles. Handles went on, handles came off, and I went with the brass. So just marking out the pilot holes for the screws, and putting some holes in. Of course, that's going to leave a redundant hole in the middle. So cracking out the wood filler to fill those central holes. A golf ball size of wood filler and a pea size of hardener, and mix it fast because it starts to harden really quickly, and it really was a hot day and windy, so it's drying really fast. And filling in this annoying little gap at the bottom as well. And it was beginning to harden by this point, so it was getting a bit fiddly. Didn't bother sanding down any of this because it's going under the handle. Stuff it, that'll do. Attaching the handles, putting the little brass screws in. And finished. This is my favourite part of doing a chest of drawers, when you put the drawers back in and all of a sudden it comes together and it's cracking. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? What a transformation. I absolutely love that colour. Now out the front in the shade it's a lot darker. Still gorgeous though.